he's doing. Keep it going for Josh. Can I ask you guys something? Do you guys feel like you've been worse about your masks lately than you were like a year ago? Yeah? I used to be so good about mine, and now I just kind of treat masks like cigarettes. Just every once in a while I'll buy a pack on a whim. And then I go through them in like a week. And then afterwards I'm like, oh, I don't even know if that's me, you know? Makes my lips feel weird. But then if someone I want to impress is breaking them out, I'll be like, yo, can I grab one of those? I love the blue ones. I take the train mostly to get around, and when I don't have money, I do hop the turnstile, I admit it. Do you guys think that's stealing? No? Yeah, I don't think it's stealing, I think it's jumping. I think those are different things. I think you have a weird brain if you see someone go like that, and your response is like, hey, give that back, that's not yours. Return that at once. I hopped the turnstile the other day, and this lady came up to me. She was like, why do you think you should just get to ride the train without contributing anything? And I was like, without contributing anything, I just did a cool trick for everybody. You know, see that? I got invited to a wedding recently that's going to be in Italy, and I can't go because of the no money thing. Yeah. That's one turnstile you just can't jump. You know? Just like trying to get through customs by like going really fast. It wouldn't work. It would not work. I will say though, having no money and getting invited to a wedding in another country will make you feel patriotic for the first time in your life. You know, just opening up that invite like, oh, you don't want to get married in the best country in the world. Okay. It's interesting. It's an interesting choice. Yeah. Fucking rich people, man. They're not Italian, by the way. They're just rich, which is fine. So, I don't know, I feel like, you know, living in New York, it's like, we all know people who like probably come from a lot of money and are a little secretive about it, like a little hush-hush, a little shame maybe, and that seems annoying. But then you meet people who like get married in Italy and aren't ashamed, and you're like, oh no, I like to select the shame option. Let's do the shame. I know in my heart that rich people are human beings who deserve empathy. I just also know myself well enough to know that I cannot be the one to provide that empathy. It's not going to be me. Like, do you guys remember that story a few years ago when Kim Kardashian was, like, jewel thieves broke into her penthouse in Paris and, like, tied her and her security guards to chairs and stole, like, $1 million worth of diamonds? First of all, imagine being the security guard in that scenario. Just tied up next to Kim, like, I know I'm fired, but you gotta admit this is pretty crazy. Probably not getting that reference either, huh? But, like, on one hand, having someone break into your home like that, it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, it's one of the most terrifying things I can think of. But like, in the same way that like your rich friend can't empathize with you about your service job because they've just never had to deal with shitty customers and never will, like I'll never have to deal with jewel thieves. You know what I mean? I can go the rest of my life, no jewel thieves. They sound very rude. I would not like to encounter them. No, I don't know. I don't hate rich people. I was really pulling for Bernie Sanders during the primaries. Anyone else a dumb teenager? Yeah? Let's hear it. Yeah. Why did we think that was going to work? What? This old Jewish guy was trying to take money away from the richest people on earth, and we were like, let's give it a can-do attitude. I thought we were finally going to have a president who was going to take on Wall Street. I did. And it's like, when's the last time we had that? Probably not since George W. Bush did 9/11. And I was like, I should clarify. I don't actually believe that he should have done that, okay? I think you found a much healthier outlet with the painting. I don't know. I kind of feel like it, sometimes it sort of feels like the only ways to make a decent living without making the world worse is you either have to be a doctor or a sex worker. This kind of seemed like and I couldn't do either of them. And no shame in either of those jobs, okay? Doctors are workers, I believe that. But doctors, like, they have to, like, touch shit and piss and blood and sometimes tell the family that their loved one died. And they also have to go to, like, 8 years of school. I think I could do the whole thing if it wasn't for the school, honestly. And then, sex workers, I I don't think I could. You know why? It's because I would have bad bedside manner. I can't, like, hold my tongue. Because people try dirty talk, and there's nowhere to heighten it to, you know? So if I was in bed with some client who was like, you're a little whore, I would immediately just be like, all right, well, you're a fucking loser who pays for sex. You want to play that? Let's go. Yeah. But, you know, that's cool. So yeah, I don't think hopping the turnstile is stealing, but I do think stealing is stealing, and I also do that. Not from any of you, unless you own a Target, in which case, big time for me. Yeah. You guys ever get up to a little bit of the old self-checkout tango? Yeah? A little bit of boop. Why would they have made it a noise that the human voice box can reproduce? If they didn't want you to steal. If they really cared that much. Don't you think it would be like, Johnny's like a melody or something, but it's just boop. It's gotten bad. I think I should tone it down. It's gotten to the point where I get mad at myself if I forget to steal something and self-checkout. You're leaving the store. Damn it, what are you thinking? You can just afford to pay for everything you buy. Anyway, I'm in a relationship. My girlfriend is a very sentimental person. Very, you know, she'll say really sweet things. We were lying in bed together the other day, and she was like, you know, I wish I could just pause time right now. And I was like, oh, I do too, but only so that we could go ransack a Target. Oh yeah, I'm back on the stealing. I'm sorry, but pause time? We're granted the ability to pause time in this scenario? I would hold you for like an hour, but after that, we probably gotta go to Target, right? We're gonna start in the duffel bag section, and then we're not getting anything crazy or extravagant. We're just filling that thing up with, you know, deodorant, iPhone chargers, salami, just stuff that should be free anyway. That's all. I'm in an interfaith relationship. My girlfriend is Catholic, and my religion is wokeness. No, just kidding, I'm Jewish. Yeah, it doesn't come up that much, the difference in religion. It comes up around the holidays because she loves Christmas, and I'm kind of whatever about it. Our first year dating, she was like, oh my god, it's your first Christmas. And I had to explain to her that I've been to CVS during the winter before. No, I know that one. But another difference between us is that she doesn't drink and I do. So a week after Christmas, New Year's Eve rolls around, and it's like, well, who's a Jew now, you know? Because I would say that sober people are the Jews of New Year's Eve. I think so. It's not exactly the same. She doesn't like New Year's Eve because she used to have a problem. I don't like Christmas, but it's not because I ever went too hard with it, you know? I never have caroling till 7 a.m. My loved ones had to beg me to go home. She's awesome. She's in a 12-step program. She's almost done with all 12 steps, which is so exciting because it means soon she's going to be able to drink again, so I'm really stoked about that. It's going to be a party. Any other Jewish people in here, by the way? Cool, wow, okay. I was told it was going to be everyone, but so yeah, we got a few of the rest of you. Do you guys stand with us? Yeah? Okay, good. That's what I wanted to hear. Do you guys all, the Jews and the Gentiles, do you guys all get asked if you're Jewish just by like random Orthodox Jews on the street all the time? It's part of life here. They stand there and they ask, are you Jewish? Because it's interesting, they're not trying to convert anyone or proselytize. They're just trying to find Jews and activate them. You know? Trying to like touch our little J spot or whatever. It's like, most religions, like evangelical Christians are like, our God is the one true God and we need to tell everybody. Whereas Orthodox Jews are like, our God is the one true God and you're not really invited. So, sorry about that. We don't need the price of these hats going up anymore. They're already through the roof, and I'm not even talking about the damage they're doing to the ceiling tile. They're big folks, okay. But yeah, they'll just stand there and ask, are you Jewish? And do you guys ever engage with them? I usually ignore them, which I feel bad about. But they ask when you're walking full speed somewhere, which is a crazy strategy. So for me, they'll be like, excuse me, sir, are you Jewish? And I'm like, no, I'm not Jewish, I'm going to the post office. But I think they have have a new strategy, because the other day I was just sitting on the bus, sitting on the bus, and after I got on, this Orthodox Jewish guy comes on and like walked up to me in my seat. I was like, "Excuse me, sir, are you Jewish?" And I was thrown off by it, but I was like, "Yeah, I was just gonna stare at my phone for half an hour, but I'll be Jewish instead." And I knew he wanted to pray with me. That's like what they want to pray with. And I decided to do it, which was pretty out of character for me, because I'm not religious, but I'm also not happy. So it's like, let's give prayer a shot. I'm gonna pray to God. And I thought maybe I was gonna have a religious experience, which I didn't. It still felt kind of good though, just connecting with this guy. I kind of felt like a hot chick letting a weird nerd hit it one time. You know what I mean? I was like, oh man, you can't believe it. This is the best day of his life. Look at that big old smile. I hope he doesn't just think this is gonna happen every time we see each other. I'm a great person. That's not how you hire. You're supposed to go other side. See, that was weird. Yeah. Let's see. I'm from San Francisco originally. Bay Area people know. Okay, wow. You're gonna have to fight the Jews later, and you're gonna lose. No, I'm not gonna put you in that position. None of you have to fight the Jews. San Francisco, there's a lot of homeless people there, obviously, which is very sad. There's also a lot of wealthy liberals who are good people and they compost, but they want to compost their homeless neighbors more than anything. Well, they really want to put Jerry in the green bin. This is my impression of every San Francisco liberal seeing someone sitting on the street. They're like, okay, I was really hoping to walk on that portion of sidewalk today, but I guess that's not happening. If I step on his head, then I look like the bad guy. I hate when people complain about homeless people being in the way. Oh, their tents are in the way. Fucking, your house is in the way. How about that? If your house wasn't there, you could just walk right through. Or when people are shocked that a homeless person has a phone. Have you met this person? They see a homeless guy with a phone, they're like, what, a homeless guy with a phone? It's like, well, do you want him to trade it for a house? What do you want? Maybe he's already doing that. Maybe he's part of one of those elaborate trade-up schemes where he started with a ball and a cup toy. And now he has a Galaxy, and pretty soon he's going to have a 3-bedroom next to yours. How about you focus on your own hustle? Why don't you focus on your own grind? That's what I would do, if I were you. I don't know, and people get so weird about just seeing homeless people or people using drugs. People are so afraid of the proverbial crackhead. People are so, you see someone smoking, I don't know, I was walking in downtown San Francisco with a friend once, and he saw a guy hitting a crack pipe on the street and got so scared, so uncomfortable. It was like, could we just go a different direction, around the block? I just don't feel safe right now. And I was like, what do you mean you don't feel safe? All you have to do right now is just don't touch his crack. That's your one job. If anything, now's your chance. He seems pretty focused on what he's doing. Go for it. I just kind of think that if you're an adult and seeing another adult do hard drugs scandalizes you, then you shouldn't be allowed to watch R-rated movies anymore. I don't think that's done for you. But I also just think it's a class thing, because 9 times out of 10, you're talking to someone who's complaining about crackheads, it's someone you've done lines of cocaine with, for sure. But they don't see it the same way. They think them snorting cocaine is cool and classy, and a homeless person smoking crack is bad and trashy, but it's yeah, dude, homeless people can't do powder cocaine because they don't have keys. So, what do you want from them? You know what I mean? All right, my name is Jon Alcabes. Thank you very much.